Hey, it's Natalie with the Think Yourself Academy. Wow. I have to say that I am in absolute awe of our Canadian Hugo Bull from Quebec, who won a stage at the Tour de France. For those of you who know me, I am a huge fan of the Tour de France. My husband and I were there in 2011. We have been watching every stage every year. The month of July is super busy because we spend so much time in front of the TV watching the tour. I love so many things about the tour, and this week was a huge win for Canada, for Quebec as well. It was really cool to see Hugo Bull and also Michael Woods in position number 3, which is another Canadian. So this is cool to see 2 Canadian flags on stage 16. Hugo Bull has been cycling for a long time. He's won a medal at the 2015 Canadian Pan American Games in the men's road time trial. He's an amazing cyclist, but he had never won a stage of the Tour de France, which is the race that you really aspire to. And Hugo's story is very touching because his brother passed away 10 years ago, and he had promised his brother he would win a stage. So this was the stage for his brother, and as he crossed the finish line, he pointed to the sky, and it was pretty emotional. So here is on the stage of the most majestic race that you can have, the Tour de France, and he's won a stage. Now, some people are asking, yeah, but that doesn't mean you win the Tour de France. No, it doesn't mean that you win the Tour de France, but in the Tour, there's races within races, which made me think of all the lessons that we can pull from the Tour de France. And the first one is to be a team member, because if you've noticed, not everyone in the team is going to win the Tour de France. Not everyone is even aspiring to, because there's the concept of domestique. If you're a domestic, your job is to get the water bottles for everybody, or it's to pull your leader so that your leader can draft behind you and rest until he's able to break away and then go gain some time on the other general contenders. So you don't start in real life, in your career, in the organization you work for, or as an entrepreneur, you don't start as the leader of the team either. You have to start at the bottom. You have to start as a domestic, carrying water for everybody else and going to grab the lunch and bringing that to everybody else. And you have to pull some other people and do some hard jobs that maybe you would rather go without, right? So it's the same thing in life. Second lesson from the Tour de France is the tools. These guys are the best in the world. They have the best gear. They have the best of everything. So look at your gear, look at your equipment, look at your tools, look at the courses you've taken. Do you have all the tools? Do you have all the gears that you need? Lesson number 3 is know when to draft, because you might have noticed that they tend to stay in a peloton, and there's always a specific team who wants to gain some time that day, or wants to pull the peloton closer to the breakaway, or for any reason is at the front pulling the rest of the group. Because when you align your tire in line with somebody else behind them, they take on the wind, and then you draft behind them. So there are some moments in your life, in your career, that you need to draft. There are some moments where you need to stay behind. And then there are some moments, lesson number 4, that you need to break away. So know when to break away from this safety net, from this security that you have, or being pulled by somebody else, because you need to learn from the others. You need to learn from the best. You need to take the time behind the peloton, and then know when to break away. And as you are breaking away, very often, if you want to gain time on your other general contender, you need to take calculated risk. And sometimes you see that in the Tour de France, is you see them going downhill really fast and turn the corners really fast, and to take some calculated risk. And it's necessary that we do that in our business as well. It's this investment that we're not sure is going to pay off. It's this course that we take. It's this coach that we hire. It's what are the calculated risks that you're going to take. There's also another very big lesson that we need to learn from cycling, is to get back up, because there's always crashes, there's accidents in their training as well, and broken bones, and they go back up on the saddle. There's Chris Froome that's coming back right now from years of injuries, and he's doing really well. So get back up, whatever it is that is your accident, that is the setback that you went through. Maybe there was a pandemic or whatever it is. There's always things that will hold you back, and you want to get back up, absolutely. The next one that we need to remember is that in the Tour de France, there's many different type of races. There's the biggest race is the race for the maillot jaune, for the yellow jersey. There's also another race for the green jersey, which is the fastest time, not the fastest time, but the fastest racing for those little races within the biggest race. There's the polka dot jersey, which is going to be the king of the mountains. There's the white jersey, which is the youngest rider. So there's mini races within the race, and every single stage is also a race. So take your small wins. What are your mini races within the race? Because you have a big goal, but break it down, chunk it down in smaller little chunks, smaller little races, and enjoy your wins. Take the small wins little by little. And of course, the most and lesson number 8, the most important one, is having a strong mindset. Especially when you break away from the peloton, you're on your own. We see that all the time in the Tour de France, as the pain that they're going through, going uphill at huge inclination and for long periods of time, and they push through so much grit, so much perseverance, resilience, and it's all due to a very strong mindset. So congratulations again to our Canadian from Quebec, Hugo Houle, for winning a stage of the Tour de France. It totally made my year. I am so excited about this, and there are so many lessons from the Tour. So I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog.